Hello, hello. So I am going to be playing Lenna's Inception today. I'm not the greatest at games like these, but it'd be nice. Let me just get the game opened up. We'll see how far I can get. Right. Ah, yes. My program has decided not to show the game. Yes. Ah, there we go. That was very I turned it down. Let me mess with a few more things. It is going kind of slow. The screen looks frozen on my capture. Why are you frozen on this capture? Let me restart that because the game decided to freeze for some reason. I'll do this. So, this game is dropping a shit ton of frames. Not really sure why. Let me try cheese making. It looked fine when I was capturing it early, and of course now that I want to go live, did I get it to work? Oh, back. Okay, I think it's working now. Is game volume okay if you're still here, Jaku? This bad boy. Trying to organize things with one monitor is a bit. Okay. Now. Let's hope everything works this time. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'll move my microphone closer. Okay, sorry for the slow start. Now we should be good. When the prophesied hero fails, Lenna is forced to take up the mantle. Now her name can just be Lenna. Somebody has drawn a smiley face here. New item, broken yardstick. Press A to fend off monsters. Alright. Bookcase full of logic puzzle books. When I grow up, I want to be a knight. Yeah. Can we go swimming again today, miss? Lucas, with his face covered in dirt, suddenly grabs your arm. It leaves an inky handprint. This desk is made of a different type of wood than the others. Catherine made it herself. Catherine is trying to hide the fact that she's watching a pocket TV, not paying attention. Mood. The student has a stack of borrowed library books on his desk. Some of them are long overdue. Crab is busy blowing bubbles and spitting at the floor. Oh, you can look at what's on there. Tarot-covered cards cover the desk. The death and tower cards are face up. Currently spying target, Miss Lenna. Her routine has her hunting exclusively between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. People seem very wary of her. Isn't she lonely? The student has drawn up a design for a unique machine that can automatically sort the various items dropped by monsters. I gotta always talk to the people first. A spreadsheet details the student's involvement in various stocks. Klaus is playing with a snowball. Haha. Hattie is performing magic tricks at her desk. Hattie's essay explains why she wants to become a police officer. Granule is painstakingly sketching a man losing his limbs to a propeller. Late. This student is proudly displaying his collection of sporting medals on his desk. Right. Bookcase full of gruesome horror novels. Are we gonna get this scythe? I'm not going to need this. Oh, why put it there then? West Ayton Plains. Huh? No, my students! Not bad. Is this an enemy or a guy? There's an old Ayton legend that speaks of magical phoenix ash that has the power to transform any bird. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen many birds around these days. Okay, I thought that was an enemy because that guy was coming real fast. Talk to these. I jump over rocks? No. Who are you? Some folks are saying that the Ayton Bank has a surprisingly low withdrawal limit. I wonder what would happen if you tried to take too much money out. These people walk so fast it scares me. I thought they were coming for me. Oh, guess I do a little I can't do a little spin. Eaton Library. The doors look really small. Oh. What was that? I don't trust this chicken. Oh. Is this the village elder? He's not breathing. Henrietta the chicken started following you. This man is fucking dead. Oh, Henrietta was carrying something. New item. Pet whistle. Send away or call back your pet. Item. let me... One more thing really quick. Do you enjoy this dead old man on screen? Okay, now I'm back. I don't know what happened here. Can we, It's the Elder. He's not breathing. Yeah, I see that. So let's try this whistle. Oh, come back! Okay. So that does that. Flames hurt you. They do not. This label says for Lance. Is that our inventory? West Aiton Plains again. Lance? That outfit, you must be the hero kid. I get the feeling the Elder wanted you to have this. What are you doing? You could hurt yourself. Fine. I'll show you how to use that blade if you complete a quest. For me. I need to rescue my students. Just let me deal with the monsters for now. Come on, I'll take you to the tutorial area. Wow, I wonder who Lance is supposed to be. I like his purple hair, though. Shadow Temple. Enter at your own peril. I have entered. The slot for an item here. There's writing here, but it's too eroded to read. Stained glass window showing two men fighting at the end of time. Okay. Suppose we can't do anything here yet. Okay. Oh, this is the same bear as before. Hooray! 100 cents? Well, the currency is in this game. Open your map with back to quickly return to places. Ah. Okay. Oh my gosh, that was too fast. I saw Woods of the Zealous, but I didn't see the rest of it. Okay. We'll have our tutorial in here. But first, let's explore a bit to find some more safe. Like we can't go through the water. Hello, friends? Okay. I guess they're just gonna vibe back there. Oh, I think they were waiting for me to get rid of that. Hey, the chicken can go in the water. Haha. Puzzle solving. Thank you for following, Mama Bettis. Do this slime in the water? Gonna come back out? Should tie. Yeah, you can see where all the treasure is. S&P slime. Or did that say the name at the top? What's it to sell? Amazon. Alright. This room looks safe enough. Using your sword is simple. There are two modes of attack. The first is slashing. To do that, press and release A button, like this. Good, now try holding... I'm sorry, Lance. With the fabled 4 powers, with this power, every conflict you survive will make you stronger. It has a full battery, and 2 out of 5 bars of signal. It's Lance's sword. The sharp edge of it is perfect for cutting things. Henrietta looks clucking mad. Okay. Now we can cut everything in. Lance is fucking dead. This game does have a CRT filter you can put on it, but it was running kind of slow when I had it on, so I had to turn it off. But it looks nice. I actually got this one, like many other people, I'm sure, from the itch.io bundle for Race of Justice and Equality. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have heard of it, because I haven't been playing a lot of games recently, but... After buying the bundle, I've been feeling more like playing games. Ah! Limes, please. Way to go. No. So far I've just played from the bundle, Death and Taxes, which was nice. And I played some of A Mortician's Tale, and then Arcade Spirits, and lots of more games I want to play. Digging with Celeste, which I already had, but I might play it on stream even though I'm not very good at Celeste. Just because the music is so good, and I do love Celeste, I'm just bad at it. Ah, you can hit through the rocks, which is good to know. I do like, too, that it seems that your allies wait until the room is safe, so you know if there's going to be more enemies or not. For now. Press RB to deflect monsters' attacks with this. That's fair, Jaku. Plus is pretty to watch and play. I actually have the vinyl on, or I actually have the soundtrack for Celeste on vinyl. It's nice to listen to. Looks like a perfect fit for the blue door. Let's save the skeleton man to last. I see he has arrows. They're a little map. Alright, I suppose this is gonna be our first boss. Yeehaw! Archangel Azrael, Knight of Death. Imposter, thou shalt be vanquished, fiend. Can I not hit this man? Okay, I can't. Ah! I'm a foolish. I think I can only hit him from behind. Oh no. Oh god, oh fuck. Oh god, oh fuck. Ah! I'm bad at games. As you will quickly find out. Hey, at least we're right back here. It's not a roguelike, so we're good on that half. Okay, I wonder if you can reflect his, ball. We'll find out. Yes, you can. Aha! Okay, well. Dead? Fog. This heart permanently increases your fortitude. Corrupted memory was restored. Dad. Lance! Your mother sacrificed herself to get me out, but even she couldn't save me. Oh, my dear Stiletto! It's my fault. I shouldn't have sent any of you on such a risky mission. There's no way you could have known. I've never seen an I don't know why I can't say this. Archangel is so vicious. I think they were protecting something. Lance, today you become the hero of fortitude. It's too soon, Dad. I know, but only a few people in the world can hold a power like this. And you're the last in our line. Oof. Hello, Ohio. Your mother would be so proud of you. Here, the traditional garb. Bessie, look after Lance. He's just a boy. I'll keep him safe as long as I'm breathing. Goodbye, lad. Look after the prince and the kingdom. He'll need you one day. Well, the old man died and Lance is dead. Ring ring. Lance, I wanted to keep you from danger for a few more years. But I failed. I speak to you now from beyond the veil. The undead forces of the chairman of the Bankers Guild have snatched the prince from his throne. With his thoughtless actions, the chairman has destroyed the fragile balance of powers that keeps our world from descending into chaos and corruption. It's time to take your first steps toward your destiny and become the hero you were born to be. Seek out the librarian. She has a knowledge of the 4 hidden dungeons of this island. Defeat the evil within them and become stronger. When you've done that, I will send my acolyte to fill you in on the next steps. Click. New contact. The Elder. Chaos and corruption. Is that what happened to my school? Welp. So since you're just tuning in, Ohio, the traditional hero of the story already died. He got killed by a slime, and the old man is also dead. Grab. And this is a procedurally generated. Oh! That man is stabbing me. I was itching my eye. procedurally generated game, so all the dungeons are gonna be different. Oh, I guess I can do the bike to go back to the library. How do I do it? Start. Okay. What? You can only go back to some place. Where is map? I need to go up. No, not left. Now we can go in the library. A new face. I can hardly believe it. After these years on this after all these years on this tiny island, someone I've never met before. So, what can I do for you? Let me do something real fast. Give me your phone, I'll program the dungeons into it. Here you go. It looks like your next dungeon is the Colonial Convent of the Unfortunate Light in the north. Who knows, maybe we'll find one of your children there. No, I'm pretty sure my students are stuck in the school. I added my number as well. Feel free to call me anytime. She's winking at us. Oh, she put a heart next to her name. Oh, and keep your eyes peeled for overdue library books while you're out. Find them all and you'll get into my good books. Sure thing. What happens if we call her from right here? Why don't we talk face to face? This is called the Old Man. Defeat the evil within the 4 dungeons of this island. Dusty, incomprehensible volumes. The tale of 2 friends who go on a journey to defeat evil. Private. I'm going here anyways. Lettered page from someone called Maxwell. He's complaining about a new lab assistant causing trouble. Paige's diary. She wouldn't want me to touch this. Haha. My coin now. I don't see how to push those boxes yet, or I can't, apparently. But I did see that bookshelf move back there, so I'll keep that in mind. So we need to go... the wrong button. We need to go north. I do want to see if we can go in the shop, though. This is the bear, just the shop. That poor Lance hasn't spoken since his parents died. Came from outer space. If you gather a bunch of these, maybe you can make something. The hero saves us from monsters, and in return we all help the hero. That's how things have always been. Welcome to Andre the Bear's Emporium. Bruce. Thank you for the follow, Tilly. You can't even carry that much money. I kind of want to buy this bat. Do I need the bat? No. Actually, yes, I do. Bruce is licking blood from his lips. And I want to buy this white one. Where to find out what it does? It was blast protection tunic. Okay. Cool. He did lose 1 heart from feeding Bruce, but he deserved it. It's fun so far, and it is cute. Let's go up and around. Not. In this house. Looks like it's boarded up, I guess not. So that glitch thing is where we came from. I guess we can't go around here because I can't move these rocks yet. And these people are chameleon. We start out in a school and this character, Lenna, is the teacher. But all the kids are trapped in the school, I guess. Thank you, Bruce. The family living here claim they are being harassed by a woman who enters their home while they're out. She's reportedly 5'5" with golden locks. Would you be able to help us set a trap? Yeah, sure. Great. Wait right here while we leave. Don't let her see you. You may want to find somewhere to hide. If she falls asleep, give me the signal. Am I hiding? You gonna come back, or did I mess it up already? She came in so fast, I didn't know what to do. No! It's stuck on the wall. Guess I should check out the rest of this before, It's a nice picture of the family having a picnic in the wood. Alright, let's do this again. Run! We can't hide or go around it. I'm just a fool. jamming while we wait. I don't know if hiding behind these boxes counts. Really? Crying. I'm just a fake gamer girl. I can't even beat this puzzle. No. Alright. Let's try this again. Not fuck it up immediately. So how's everyone doing today? I know I'm a fake gamer. Cry. I hope you're all having a nice Friday. Give me the coin. Oh no, that's awful. I hope you feel better soon. I'm okay. It's Sophie and I's 5th wedding anniversary today. But she's still asleep because she works night shift, of course. But because of how things are, I don't think we're gonna go out or anything. Okay, I didn't move fast enough there. Thank you. Okay. I think I know what I need to do there now. I promise we'll get to exciting gameplay soon. That's not just me getting caught by Goldilocks over and over. It's Fair, Ohio. I went to bed at 10 and I woke up at 4 for about an hour and then I went back to sleep until 10 a.m. I just drank my coffee, so I'm feeling pretty okay. Despite me yawning. I'm just always yawning, to be fair. I like how the bat does not hide at all. He's just vibing right there. Great job, Lenna. Yeah, it took me long enough. Police report. The guard left her report behind. Do I have it? Oh, there it is. Wait, oh. Police report. Do anything with it? No, not yet. Big Lena wants to play cops and robbers. Thank you for protecting my family. You'll always be welcome here. I keep saying Lena or Lenna. I think it's Lenna, so I'll say Lenna. It's the tale of Tom Thumb. Are you gonna stream tonight, Ohio, or you take Fridays off? Or does it just depend on how work is? Hey, you have one of them. Author Smirk. Slimes have the simplest anatomy of any of the creatures detailed in this book. Your Swa. Tim. Oh, this is a dev chat log. Tim, where's John? Mary. Hospital. Skullbeak spat at him on the way in this morning. Tim. Christ, that shit stings. Didn't he have his tape recorder? Mary. Nope. He still hasn't upgraded. Tim. Somehow not surprised. Can you go visit him? Mary. Sure. 3 months until release. John. Yay. Wait. We have a release date for Legend of Lance now? Yep. Not announced though. How's that burned? You're gonna have a scar there forever now. John. Nah, I know a guy who can edit it out. Glitchy name. Slimes are interesting after all, and the next chapter will... That's fair. I still, my stream schedule is super tentative. I'm just trying stuff out. Let's go to... I guess we'll try to go to the dungeon. Or wait, can I go up on that screen? I just missed it. No, these skulls are in the way. Oh, thank you, Tilly. It's mostly just going to be another hobby, because I haven't really been doing much, and writing, which is my other hobby, / sometimes I make money from it because I do commissions. I haven't been I've had bad writer's block for several months now. I'm hoping maybe having another hobby will help in some capacity. Yeah, I keep forgetting. There's a bunch of stuff blocking the way. Okay, let's try going to the right. Old man statue has nothing. Can I move it? No. Whoa, thank you, Bruce. Very epic. It is a nice hobby. That's true. Why did that item fall over there? Oh well, I'll just leave it. The money. Whoa. That's fair. I know I was in a different Discord server and they were chatting about it, and it's crazy how it can be a job for some people. And sometimes it, you know, it does depend on viewers too, but sometimes you'll get a small but dedicated audience that just feel like donating, or they promote your stream a lot, so it's interesting. Then of course there are people like Ninja who just have a ridiculous amount of viewers and donators. I thought these were holes, but I can't go in them or fall in them. Oh yeah, we were talking about streamers that make a bunch of money and people on Patreon that make a lot of money. Like, can't say they're my favorite artists for the stuff they support and what they draw, but I think it's like Saikimi-chan was at one point making around $23,000 for every 2 weeks on her Patreon, and that was a few years ago, so I don't know if she's making more or less now, but even with taxes, that's a significant amount of money. Can I just go back in a circle? Yes, I did. If you're trying to show compassion to someone who is angry, bring them a personal gift. I don't think that's a good saying if they're angry at you, especially if it's for no reason, but that's okay. Oh my god. True, I forgot. They make a shit ton of money. I'm sure we'll get them in no time too, Ohio. Especially now that you have less work, well, hopefully less work garbage for now, so you actually have time to do your art streams on top of the gaming ones. Did you have work from home today, or is that someone else I saw? Where am I going? I think I'm going in a circle. That's good at least. Hopefully you don't have too much obnoxious stuff to do. That's fair. Did I go up this? Yeah, I did go up this bridge. Is that item still there? No, I didn't go up this bridge. Cool. Hooray! Okay, I think we're finally getting somewhere. Hopefully. Ah! That scared me. Ah! Crabs. Oh, I was standing the wrong way. Oh my god, Bruce. Just fucking decimated those crabs. Thank you, base Bruce. This is a new area. I used to have a home, but I couldn't afford the rising rent, so the bank kicked me out. That's just life, right? Oof. Depressing. Drink to find out what it does. Lance is a hero, just like his father and his before him. Is it weird that only one family gets to be heroes? Well, Lance is dead, so... I'm back! I'm trying to talk to you. What? Okay. I'm Rupert, the blacksmith in this town. If you need to upgrade your arsenal, I'm your bear. It's all free, I just asked you bring me the raw materials. So keep an eye out for meteors, yeah. They're brown and gray and shoot out of the sky. I only have 2 of those, so not much we can do here right now. I found this on the ground. You look like you could use it. You're not sure, but you think it might affect certain animals. Okay. A bookcase of nonfiction books on human psychology. My husband is out front running the blacksmithing business. As for myself, I had much needed liquidity to the global financial market by trading equities. Alright. Bookcase filled with industrial manuals on ancient weaponry. Instructional, whatever I said. Oh, I like his little hat. It's cute. Yeah, I might need your help with yeah, it is Ohio. The the bundle for racial justice and equality from HIO. I was gonna say I might need your help with Stream Elements Ohio later because it's being weird. Spiders dead. But you come out of this game independently too, of course. And it was just one of the games included. Let me see where. Okay, I'm almost there. Oh, I said the stream elements because the custom alerts I had set up aren't working, even though I have them enabled. But it's not. I'm not in a big hurry to figure it out. The Lemon pages. Authors YP Lemon. An emergency, call 555-0911. For operator assistance, call 555-000. I will. Hold on, let me call this number. Oh, this has lots of numbers. Oh, the lemon pages. Duh, like the yellow pages. Alright, let's call Triominos. Okay, 555-4545. Oh, I hit back too many times. Hello, this is Trimino's Pizza. May I take your order? There's a special offer day, or order any pizza for 10 cents. Large pumpkin chicken. Thanks, your order will arrive in 40 minutes. Please call again. I wonder if we'll get pizza. Oh no, Bruce only has 1 heart left. I don't know how to fill his heart though. Okay. I'm bad at remembering numbers, so I'm gonna have to go back and look at the... oh, come back to lemon pages. I'm gonna type these down in chat so I don't have to keep opening these. And 8893. Oh, I hit the wrong button and just went to my the wrong page. I forgot I had my thing set over there. Mod Ohio Raptor. You are now mod. Okay, we're gonna call these numbers and then we're gonna continue on. So we can call 911. This number is no longer in service. If you are the victim of a crime, please contact the elder. If you are presently in danger from an out-of-control fire, seek water. If you require immediate medical attention, search some nearby bushes for a conveniently placed tarp. We are sorry for the inconvenience and hope this does not ruin your day. Oh. And then operator assistance. Hello, who can I connect you to today? Oh, okay, well. You found 2 of my books? Keep it up. I'm sure that someday we'll have them all back safe and sound. I've been reading textbooks about an anti-gravity lately. It's hard to put down. It looks like your next dungeon. Okay, yeah, we know that. Thank you. And then 8893. Oh. My name is Jay and I like to party. I drew you. Okay. 1225. This number is engaged. And 9132. 9132. Oh, please send help. I'm trapped in the basement of the laboratory. Oops, well, he's gonna continue being stuck there. Alright, moving on from our... Oh, I need to go down here. Now you have 3 of them. The lusty Archangel Maid. I wonder what that's a reference to. Alright, Tilly, thanks for coming, stopping by and following, and have some good rest. And yeah, I'll probably go get Sophie in a few. Cast of characters. Libby, a strong and suddenly beautiful librarian. Archangel Martha, an eldritch whore with many tentacles. Act 1, Scene 3. Setting, dungeon boss room. At Rise. Archangel Martha is sprawled across the floor, helpless. Libby, with a triumphant expression, sits astride Martha. In one hand she holds down 2 of Martha's main tentacles, in her other hand she grips a dagger, which is pointed at the Archangel's chest. Archangel Martha. I have been defeated. Cut the heart from my breast and eat it, as per tradition. I will not. Libby tucks the knife away and releases Martha's tentacles. Then my heart shall always belong to you, mistress. For one cannot have one's heart and eat it too. Come with me, Martha. Act 2, Scene 2. Setting. In the corner of Libby's library between the 2 towering bookcases. At Rise. Libby is showing Archangel Martha around the library. Now I have seen the entire library so that I may serve you better. Not quite, Martha. There's still one more rack I need to show you. But mistress, what if your patrons were to chance upon us? Then it won't just be the books getting checked out today. Wow. Truly incredible stuff there. Okay, I guess the hearts can refill your pet's hearts too. Which is good to know. Why are there so many library books over here? Dr. Bones. Authors, Dr. Bones. Sometimes, in the dead of night, you fall asleep for the last time. Heart stops and tissues decay. Skeletons weave the moonlight. Calcium are you? Calcium, oh yeah. Calcium are you? Now the dungeon is done. You had to go back home. Please come and spook me again. I've never felt more a bone. Body, I ain't missing you. I'd rather have my spine and my pelvic girdle too. Humans to slay. I think about loot every day. I really want coins too. Death swept my feet right off the ground. Prophet's love I found. Dr. Bones, Bones, calling Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones. Get up now. Wake up now. Dr. Bones, Bones, calling Dr. Bones. Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones. Wake up now. Wake up now. Now that you heard my beautiful rendition of Dr. Bones, we'll move on. As you can see, I'm a very talented musical artist. Spider, get out of here. Drink it to find out what it does. That just goes back up there. My desk is so disorganized. I can't find anything I'm looking for. Help me out, will you? There are several rows of books about business here. A framed business degree certificate. On one screen are rows of numbers, and on the other is some kind of form. I guess people don't care when you break their stuff. So that dungeon was up there, but being me, I'm gonna explore this other area and then go back. Has lots of skeletons. Oh. So it looks like enemies don't respawn so far. But we'll find out. Must cut every bush. Okay, I got stabbed by those skeletons last time. I will not be stabbed again. I refuse. Okay, and our hearts are refilled. Can we? No? Okay, let's go ahead and save. We get a drink and then we'll continue. Alright. How is volume, by the way? I know I asked earlier, but I want to double check and make sure it's still good. Okay, I think this looks like the first dungeon. We're hidden grotto of... Oh, I stumbled in this cave by accident. It was scary at first, but I have so much cool loot now. Caves are dangerous, though. Cave monsters grow up drinking all the potions you find underground. I know, maybe this will help you. Drink it to find out what it does. Well, good luck. Was this called the Cave of Embarrassment? That was. Okay, well, since that person gave us a green potion... Where'd it go? It was what? Oh, okay. Let's try this viscous green potion. It was a urine potion. Okay. Not exactly what you want to drink in your potions, but... how it be, I guess. Bruce, stop getting hit. Sir. Bruce is about to die. Please, my bat son, be careful. Oh, okay. Stuff doesn't respawn in the plants either, which makes sense. But I just want to double check. What if I... Okay, nothing happens if I hit that button again. Another skill. Oh, shit. I hit my shield fast enough. Okay. That's life, baby. Whoa. Okay. That boy fell into the water. Anywhere we can go in here? A dead end. I hope I get an item to, like, pick up the rock soon. Or something. Maybe that's what the first upgrade is. I do like this music a lot. Nice. Okay, we went to the right. And we'll go to the right here. Alright, I guess we just got a meteor piece. Yeah. The silence scared me. I thought it meant something. Okay, since Bruce is close to dying, I'm actually gonna send him away. So... Or does that send him away forever? Oh. Oh. That pumpkin. Get to it. Bruce, you go chill. Level 2. Whoa, it's so fast. Colonial Convent of the Unfortunate, whatever the rest of it was. Okay, we're gonna save really quick again, and then we're gonna head into this dungeon. A lot of pots to break in here. I don't often play games like this, but I'm having fun so far. I think streaming helps, because when I'm playing games by myself, I find myself getting... It's not that I'm not enjoying the games, but I just get bored sometimes easily. But I feel like having a stream, or streaming to other people, makes it more, I don't know, it just incentivizes me to play more. Okay. Push the eyes on here. Kill this slime. Oh, the slime jumped over me. Can I not push this one? Oh, the eye closed. This music is really good too. More slimes. Slimes are crimes. I don't know what that means. What are these? These look... These panels look like something might come out of them, but I don't see anything. I don't trust them. Oh. Ah! My god. Bruce, come back. So it looks like your pets can get healed even when they are not with you. Which is also, that's nice. Okay. That was scary, but we made it. We got a bomb. Let's do anything. Okay, back we go. Okay, let's go right this time. I know the slime can jump. Okay. getting hurt, bud. Okay, I guess we can't do anything here just yet. Oh! I did not mean to go in that cabin. Hold on. Okay. I wanted to go over here first. I don't think there's anywhere to go, but got an item for it. Okay, now we shall go down the spooky living caverns of doubt. Green crab. Alright. Did he just get stuck there, or... I have a kitty friend. Hello. I'm gonna... Now that I have bombs, I'll try to blow things up. Enemies do respawn in the dungeons, maybe? Maybe it's just because I left and came back. Do anything with this one? Okay, so there's nothing much to do on the right side, but I'm assuming I can blow up rocks with a bomb. It gave me more bombs. Skeleton army. Ah! I could, perhaps throw that over, but I cannot. Well, there's a lot of these boys. We will go back to the left. Slime time, baby. I think I like the dungeon music the best so far in this game. Okay. That's where we were before. Is this just the boss again? Hello, welcome back. And I put a bomb here. These skulls have something. Oh. What at this thing? Oh. No, not again, Jaku. That's like the only thing in Ohio's mod queue is that time Marcus timed you out. Okay, now it's this crap again. So nothing we can do in here. I just wanted to double check. I don't think there's anything we can do over here. No. Really? Maybe there's something we can do outside. I'm not seeing what to do here. Help me, Lance. Please help me. I am in prison in the palace dungeon. The chairman of the Bankers Guild has foreclosed on my kingdom. I fear for the safety of my subjects. Please help me. Lance can't help him. Maybe I can. Wait, don't bite my leg. Play Series Volume 7. Author J.K. Rowling Knit. 10 years in the making, the 7th and final book in the critically acclaimed Clay series, which brings the story of our beloved clay worker to a tragic and watery end. All of Clayton's hard work and persistence in the previous books finally pays off. But is success really worth the trouble? As Clayton's latest pot design takes off, people come to him from far and away, bringing money and demands. At first, Clayton managed to keep up with their requests. His small business goes rapidly to a globe-spanning empire. Oh, God. But when an earthquake destroys a critical warehouse, crippling the company, people keep coming. The pressure to deliver becomes too much for poor Clayton. He must escape. On a remote desert island, Clayton finds a brief respite until the Apache helicopters, jetpack bears, and invisible cruise liners arrive. Feeling cornered and under pressure, he walks out to the ocean and to his doom. In total silence at last, Clayton speaks his final words, the answer to the question nobody asked. Actually, Apache just magic the poop away? But it was hard to hear him well since he was drowning at that point. I hope you enjoy the tale of Harry Potter and the Deadly Shallows. Retroactivist. Amazing. Anything we could do in this little grotto? Okay, there's lots of rocks. Are there rocks blocking anything that we can blow up? That's the real question here. Wait, what was this? Okay, that was nothing. I wonder if they took that noise directly from A Link to the Past, because it sure sounds like it. Might be wrong, though. I can see that in the chat. How long is 600 seconds? Can see it all. Jaku, you're freed from prison. Also, I should have some better Twitch TV emotes too. I put some of my cats and then a couple ones from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and one from Fire Emblem. I feel like I have pea brain playing games like this because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Let me try calling that dude. Help me, Lance. Okay. Maybe I will find somewhere new to go. Smooth brain indeed. See, that's why I need other... That's why I stream, so other people can add their brain power to my brain power. Where are we? What have we all explored? Wait, so is this where we need to go now? Okay, let's go here, and then... Can we... No, because we can't... I don't think I can blow up the skulls. Oh. Okay. Apparently I can. But can I blow up the trees? No, but I can go right here, because I didn't see that. There's a book inside this bomb. Gram Error Rate Analysis. Authors S. Mancini. Much of this document is unreadable. The text is heavily corrupted. But previous works to quantify error rates in dynamic random access memory have shown wide variability, from 1-bit error per megabyte a month to as little as 1-bit error per megabyte every 1 million years. The cause of most errors in this background reaction or cosmic ray incidents that flip a single bit in memory, 2-bit errors form in this way are extremely rare. The effect of a bit error depends on the system's function. Errors in systems without error-correcting code schemes can either crash or corrupt data. In certain situations, this can open up security vulnerabilities or threaten human life. Observe that in space, error rates have varied from 40 to as much as 200 times the base rate on Earth. On a 40 light-year voyage through space without adequate shielding, you might expect to observe as many as 13,000 single-bit errors per megabyte of memory. Okay, I don't know what any of that means, but... we be vibing. More big boys. Man is crying down here. But can we get to him? Okay. Yes, sir. I'm so thirsty I can't move. Can you bring me a bottle of fresh water? Oh, I like these little lizards. Hopefully not whiz robes at all. I don't have a bottle of fresh water, sir. What, okay. I'm assuming maybe Jaku, you have played the Zelda games, and if so, Ohio and Jaku, and anyone else who happens to be watching that's played them, what do you think the most annoying iteration of the Wizrobes is? I am thinking... they're really annoying in Breath of the Wild. But they're also really annoying in Wind Waker. The noise in Wind Waker is so loud. I don't remember. They weren't in Ocarina of Time, were they? I think they were removed for that one, but I might be wrong. I thought so. Yeah, the Breath of the Wild ones are obnoxious. Tombs and Tentacles. Authors P.H. Craftlove, G.G. Ernest. Tombs and Tentacles is an Elder Tor game that you can play with your friends. It is directly inspired by the works of P.H. Craftlove. This game requires a 1-2 master who controls the game and the non-player characters. The player characters are normally controlled by 2 or more players, but in certain scenarios, if the team is prepared, it can be played by a single character on their own. As is the fashion for craft loves horror stories, there are no happy endings. Be prepared to die, or worse, in many different ways. For a free demonstration of Tombs and Tentacles, call 555-6666. Ernest will answer the call and act at the TM for you, while you decide what your player character will do. A common criticism of the game is that its rules are very complex, sometimes requiring non-integer-sided dice. This is unavoidable due to the nature of the game. Each of the 4 player characters available in the demo have 4 stats. These are printed here for your convenience. Jerry, human/waiter. Sally, human/telemarketer. Human janitor. Squid, sports ball player. Note that although Jerry, Might, Speed are the lowest in the game, you can augment these by stacking plates. This comes at the cost of some sanity. When played well, he is the most powerful character available. Okay. Let's give that number a call. Wow, someone finally stumbled across this phone number after all these years. Oh, is that Oracle of Seasons? Would you like to play a game of Tombs and Tentacles then? Yes. We are playing a game within a game. You're lying down under a desk between 2 bookcases in the middle of a huge library. You're not sure how you got here, but you should probably look for a way out. Get up? Yes. You'll get up in a second. First, you need to remember who you are. Let's be Tamsin the Unspeakable. Oh, that's right. You're Tamsin the Unspeakable. You're the world-famous Squid Woman sports ball player. Having 8 tentacles helps with moving around so quickly, so speed is your best stat. As you get from under the desk and begin to stand, you feel the ground tremble. You can hear the books shift from side to side, the shelves around you. Roll for speed. You roll a 1.0 for 11 speed total. Imagine that! You narrowly avoid a toppling bookcase and skid into the aisle. The rumbling stops for now. There are 2 ways to go here. Okay, chat. Left or right? Oh, I accidentally hit the button. As you jog down the aisle, the far wall comes up over the horizon. It is a very large library. You notice something strange about the ground ahead. Take a gander. You sneak up to the mysterious thing on the ground. It is in fact nothing supernatural at all, and you wonder why you even thought it might be. It's just a plain old dirty hole in the ground with a tentacle coming out of it. Wait, what? You roll 2.1 for 7.1 sanity total. Your eyes lock onto the slimy tentacle. You can't look away or even move. It seems to call to you with its shimmying movements. You shiver and break out in a cold sweat. Come hither, you hear it say in your mind. It doesn't move. Oh wait, it's just a rope. You feel so stupid that you lose 1 sanity. Amazing. The library holds in front of you. Torn books and broken bookcases line its depths. A rope hanging from the ceiling appears to go all the way down inside of it. You could climb down it, you think. On the other hand, there are lots of books around here. You could try looking for some words. Words are sometimes useful to know. True. You know that because you read it once, using words. And you know it must be true because words know all sorts of things. They're good like that. Look for words. Words are good, but you're gonna have to prove you're worthy of them first. Can you read? Let's roll for intelligence. You roll an 8 for blah. Your eyes lock onto the book's pages. There's a fierce battle between you and the words, but it's over in a short order because you're actually not so dumb after all. Oh, same Ohio. Oh, while you were away, we got a parody of The Lusty Argonian Maid, which I read, but it should have gotten in horny jail for that. The books thank you for your trouble and graciously offer a word. Your word is mom. Nice. You lose 1 intelligence in the process. Your intelligence research reaches depths never before seen. You're so dumb you forget to keep breathing. Who knew books could kill? You are so dead. Oh. It was nice talking to a fellow fan. Bro, we became so dumb we died. Cry. Ah! I just got jumped on by that Spidey. Okay, before I get too far away from this goal, I'm gonna go back up, otherwise I'm gonna disappear into the ether. Look at these. Looks like ice, maybe. Ooh. What color wigs did you get if they're all in now? So many possibilities. I was like, why am I stuck? I didn't realize where I was walking. Okay, we need to go one more stream up to get to this skull. I'm presuming is another dungeon. I'm going to kill this snail because, I don't know, I felt like it. Can I get to that? I forgot. I don't think I can blow the trees up. No. Okay. It's fine. Let me get a drink of water really quick. Monastery of Father Vase. Oh my god, I still have coffee left. I was sitting over here this whole time thinking I'd finished my coffee. No. It's been sitting here for an hour. Fortunately, like I mentioned, I like cold coffee, and luckily it was cold enough that it's not ice cold now, but it's not lukewarm, so that's okay. I'm a fool. Ah. So I've been seeing a bunch of the Tumblr posts that are like, this is what people with ADHD do, and I'm not gonna self-diagnose myself, but I relate so hard to some of them. I'm like, is it maybe just a symptom of my depression, or I don't know. But one of them is, I'll get hyper-focused in the things and completely forget what's going on around me. And then I just come back and like, wait, what? What happened? Okay, I don't think I can do anything with these ices yet. And one of those is food and drink. It'll take me like 2 hours to eat stuff sometimes because I'll just like take a bite, set it down, get distracted by something. Oh my god. Ah! Ah! Big crab. Gotta fuck. Did they fall in the water? Oh, okay. Hold the button to do a rocket dash. What button? That's fair, Ohio. So let's put this in our X slot. I said go there. Cool. I burned through this. Oh, I went in the water myself. Interesting. Urine potion. Red Cave of Guilt. I had to read that really fast because the text goes away so fast. Really just... Excuse me, it depends on what kind of stuff I, like, experience in regards to that. It just depends on my anxiety for the day, so it might just be a byproduct of my anxiety and maybe the medicine I'm on, but sometimes I'm just like, I relate very hard to these posts. Can I put a bomb down these holes? If so, what happens? No. Disappointed. Can I run into the hole? That was not a good idea, apparently. But now I know we can do it. You know, this reminds me, it's not really the same, but it reminds me of the ring dash you get in Sonic. Sonic is forever rotting my brain. Crab. Hit me. I think I did get hit by the fire one time. Which one? City Escape or one of the edgy ones? Yes, that's City Escape. Okay, so you can't walk into the water normally, but you can dash into it. We have another crab. I get to find out what it does. But yeah, that's the Memories of Grottos of Suffering. That is the titular first song that you hear when you open the game. Well, when you open the actual story mode. And Sonic just fucking jumps out of a helicopter and is completely fine. Because he lands on a piece of the blade or something and then proceeds to skateboard through the city. Or, I guess, snowboard? I don't know what you want to call it. You know, that game is garbage, but it might be fun to stream sometime. Because people have a real attachment to it that is purely nostalgia-filled, and I can confirm this. Because as kids, most of us that I know thought that game was really cool and like the epitome of Sonic games, and then when you're an adult and you play it, you're like, these controls are awful, the story is awful, and the voice acting is even more awful. But boy, is it fun to play through because it's so stupid. The one where he has a gun? I think that one is just Shadow the Hedgehog, I think is the title, if I remember right. This crab is in the ice. Oh, that's a bomb, not a dash. Can I dash into this thing? Okay, it hurt me when I dashed. But I wanted to know. Okay, so I can send the flame out and stuff. Do I get hurt by it? Oh, I think it's because enemies are coming straight out of some of this stuff. Oh. Still figuring out how this move works. Yeah, I don't know why they gave him a gun. I'm honestly surprised they let that fly, but what do I know, I guess. Okay, so I can't get hurt by that. I remember I rented that game from Family Video, and it wasn't very good. Not that I expected it to be really good in the first place, but... There's like a weird little eye thing that talks to you in that game. Not weird, like not little. It's that huge eye. I think its name's like Nephiles or something. It might be the enemy from Sonic 2006. Which of course is the worst Sonic game, but Shadow the Hedgehog is a good contender. Actually, I don't know if the consensus is that Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom is worse. But I don't want to play either to find out. But I heard that the TV show for Sonic Boom is actually good. So I don't know. I'm not really into Sonic too much. So I don't have any desire to really watch the show, but if it's good, good for Sonic fans, because they've been waiting a long time. So can I light these or something? Okay, no. They're not lightable. I still don't know what they're for. Yeah, from what I remember, they really pushed the devs to get it out fast, and the result of, as you'd expect, is a really shitty game. And I'm sure they tried their best they could, but with the time constraints, I don't blame them for what what content is in the game. Because at that point, what can you do? Especially if they were already being pushed to work overtime. I don't know if they were or not, but if, you know, crunch time is not good, but it is sure thing in the industry that's pretty normally accepted, even though it shouldn't be. Oof, that sucks, Ohio. I think I just went in a circle. Hello.
Good morning, my beautiful wife.
Whoa, I'm on stream.
I know. I'm gonna get my eyebrows waxed anyway, so.
You gonna get lunch? I don't know. Wendy's.
I get like.
Okay. I love you. Sorry, Sophie came in. I forgot to mute. I asked her to get lunch. More crabs. Ah. Damn crabs. Oh, I was gonna ask you, what, pretty sure emulation is allowed on Twitch, so I don't think I'm being bad by asking, but, what was the name of that emulator you're using for, Golden Sun? Is it the same one you used for Final Fantasy VII Ohio? I was thinking of just, RetroArch, okay. I'll write that down. I was thinking of using Visual Boy Advance, but I'll see which one will work better. That might be convenient if I want to play multiple games that I'll need to emulate. Because some of the games I have planned maybe for the far future I have, but I don't have a capture card. Oh, ah. Shaded Caverns of Ambivalence. Yeah, I saw you, it kind of looks like the PS2 menu, if that's their intention. New item, Archangel Atrium. It's a quarter of a heart. Now you have 1 of 4 parts needed for an extra heart. Creepy, but... Thank you, Gino, for the follow. I keep making these eyes. I don't know if there's a way to get them open. I don't want to bother these crabs. I'm going to eat the crabs. Okay, let me look at this map again. I have horrible posture right now. I'm leaning forward. I think I'm at... Ooh, what am I at? Let me check. I'm at 25 followers. So I'm halfway there, and you were the 25th, so thank you. Which is exciting since I only started streaming on Tuesday. Ah. You know, it's been a while since I saved. I should do that before I die. Okay. I have a bomb out. Skeleton flew so far. Okay, this room is just crabs. In this room... Did I go down in here? I did, but... I wonder if... I'm trying to figure this out in my head as I go, what I'm planning to do in this game as far as getting through. Okay. Oops. Giant crabs again. Have I gone to the left yet? I go to the left. Up, but can I get... Oh, I don't think I went to the right in this room. That might help. Okay. Let's go this way. Now let's see, what direction? We need to go up and right, so let's go ahead and go up first. I'm getting bombs out on accident. My, oh gosh, I did it again. I don't know why I keep hitting B instead of A. Something's gonna fall. This could be a Spidey. The spiders look cute in this game. I feel bad about killing them. Okay, that gave us a dungeon map. We're right next to treasure. Oh, I like spiders, Jaku. They eat all the nasty bugs. In real life. They just want to vibe. Now, that's not to say I'm not scared of them, because I'm very scared of spiders. But I will not mess with them if they're not going to mess with me.
Why it's my job to escort them outside.
Yeah, if you heard Sophie, she escorts them. I don't think I can do anything with his eyes. Jumping spiders are cute. This should be another boss, I think. Yep. Archangel Santa Keel, giver of unwanted gifts. Oh my gosh. I love it. Ho ho ho. What will he give us? Bombs? I need to do another bomb. Hello, Hydra. How am I supposed to hurt you? You know how to attack the thing? You mean the boss? Because no, I'm not sure how to attack him yet. This is... Oh gosh, I'm about to die anyways. This is my first playthrough and this is... I just got to this boss. Yes, please. Why am I still alive even though I'm dead? Oh, there we go. Fire it. Alright, let's try this again. I'm firing from the front. Okay, thank you. I shall try that. Is it just when his thing is open, or just... Bro? Oh, okay. Thank you. I was struggling there. Now he has a little defensive thing up. That's fair enough. But you speedrun this game? That's cool. Or kind of speedrun, but that's cool regardless. I think speedrunning is very cool and I like to watch all sorts of games, but if I tried it myself, I get too nervous and my hands get sweaty and I can't do it. Yeah, it seems fun. I've been playing for about 2 hours. I'm having a good time. I mentioned a while ago I don't play games like this too often, but I like them. Productive Memory 2 is restored. Memory 2, pizza. You did well today, Tintalucius. How about we order some pizza as a treat? Archangels can have pizza as a treat. Pizza, yeah! Yeah, I will watch. Yeah, I'll wait until and you're feeling down and you need an anesthesia, just give us a call. We're Trinomino's Pizza. 555-4545. Calls only 10 cents per minute. Terms and conditions may apply. As a treat. You should hide before they get there. Here. I actually am not a person who doesn't mind spoilers at all, but every once in a while I like to be surprised. Let me eat you. Arg. And thank you for the follow, Hydro. Human. Sorry, Tintalucius, no treat today. But don't fret, one day soon the world will be ours. And then you can eat all the delivery people you want. Oh, okay. Ah ha ha. Sorry, I'm not very good in evil voice. Okay. Let me save. Again. Then... Oh, okay, I can get rid of these trees now. Oh. The bat died. I forgot his name. He is dead. I am gonna switch the bomb and a lighter because for some reason I keep hitting the B button, and if I switch it around, maybe I'll stop. Okay. Looks suspicious. It means we have to go in it. burn the white tree? No, can't burn the white tree. The Guild LLC, Central Bank of Aiden. There's meant to be a dungeon around here. I should take a look around. Oh, my bat is healed now? Okay, Bruce. I thought that was his name, but... Anyway. One of my cats has come back to join me on my desk and watch me. I saw a duck come in for financial advice yesterday. He had a large bill to pay. Wow. I'm horrified at this pun. Do I have a response for it? I was looking for Weird Champ, but I don't see it. I'll probably just put Franker Z instead. My response. Hey, my investment business is in dire straits. I need some property quick or I'll lose everything. You help me out, I'll let you have this briefcase and all its contents. I don't trust you. Please queue this way. Nobody's serving customers right now. Maybe they'll be back later. I must question if the game devs are British because they use the word queue. I have a side job writing financial thrillers. Maybe you've heard of my novel Back to the Futures. Yes, the critics did say it was a bit derivative. Investment Center. Customer Support. Vault. An endless series of boring books covering such topics as a triple entry bookkeeping and mathematical trickery. Yep, I'm the one and only Dr. Bones kid. $10,000 for an autograph, you can't afford it, or cents. I don't know what the currency is called. They didn't teach me about the business goal. Okay. This pun, I like. The other pun, not so much. It doesn't look like I can get up there yet. Bruce be going at it over here. Oh, I did get my pizza. Eating pizza fully restores your health. You know, I didn't expect to actually get a pizza in 40 minutes, but I sure as hell did. So these shells, can these be flame? No. Whoa. Bruce, you died again. Oh, you didn't produce her down there, I just don't see you. Prof. Belua, #1, bat. I won't read through all of these because there's a lot of them, but poke through it real quick. Marshmallow. Skeletons are everywhere. There is one inside of you right now. Once free of its fleshy prison, a skeleton will look for ways to free its brethren. Some directly attacks humans, while others turn to the financial industry. A whirligig, crab knight, Smilder. Every Smilder is secretly grinning at the joke it heard once. Smilder? I barely knew her. Didn't just hate them. Tarantula. No idea of humor. Their idea of fun is drowning swimmers and eating babies. Snail. Bombshell. Dolphin. Well, they relied on dolphins for mass milk production. They have still not forgiven us for this. This I can be committing. Okay, I thought it said committing treason. Pumpkins make lifelong loyal friends. This game is fun and cute. I'm liking it a lot, and the humor just lines up with what I like. Let's see, where have we not gone yet? Okay, we can go ahead and go up from here. Well, oops. Okay. Hi Lenna, have you found my books? Wow, you found quite a few. Are you planning to visit the library anytime soon? Because I just been thinking about you. It looks like your next dungeon is the Tomb of the Dwarven Saints of Ur in the east. Oof. That was bad. That pun. Red Grottos. Okay, we already went here. Okay, we are gonna go. Oh, that's right there. I am gonna take a super quick stretch break because I've been playing for 2 hours without a break. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, I returned. That took longer than I anticipated because one of my cats was being feisty, so I had to give her some affection and playtime. I have returned now. Alright. We are gonna go to this dungeon over here. After I adjust the screen. Okay, there we go. There are 2 Bruces. What does it mean? Monastic Grotto of Rage. Sounds fun. Does anyone have any exciting plans for the weekend on this lovely Friday? Hello, Marcos. That's okay. I think many of us are in different time zones. So this is supposed to be the dungeon. Can I go in through the back? Hi, Rusty. That is true. Heck. I'm running the sign. It's not here, so. Doing pretty good today. This game is pretty fun. Although, I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now. It says the dungeon is here. But where is the dungeon? There's seriously ladders right here. I just walked straight by. Yes, there are. Hello, I see that you're new here. Up here is where investors buy and sell stocks. Anybody can do it, but first you'll have to deposit some money into your investor account. My colleague on the left will help you with that. You can deposit as much as you like. However, to prevent money laundering, the amount you can withdraw is limited to most to $9.99. I guess I could have said $999, but I always read the headlines before trading. It doesn't always help, but in the long run, it does give me a slight edge. Most of the time, these machines provide a nice, steady but low income. Occasionally there are sudden catastrophic falls when everyone panic sells at the same time. I lost almost half my savings at once last time. Prices shoot up if you get 3 of a kind, or go up a little bit if you get a coin or 2. Anything else gives a loss. Guild puts restrictions on cash withdrawals. Am I gambling with stocks? How do these reels know when to stop? What causes the prices to jump up and down like they do? Nothing significant is actually changing in the businesses we're trading, not on the timescale of seconds. Hello, Lenna. How can I help you today? Let's deposit 2. Thank you. Your investor account balance is now at 2. I don't know what happened there. Did I make the prices go up? The vault. Best thing about being an undead investor is all the bone uses. Ugh. With all this inflation, I think I'll invest in balloons. Incredible. Vault. And customer support. Pits of lava. Oh. This game has had lots of puns. Seems kinda, sketchy that this is the way to customer support. Chairman's office. No entry. They call me the chairman, but I'm also the entire board of directors, the CEO, and the majority shareholder of the bank you're standing in. It's unusual for anyone to make it this far past customer support, especially when we're running on a skeleton crew. Ha ha ha. I suppose it's no coincidence that you've come today. You're here for the prince, aren't you? Oh, there we go. Tomb of the Dwarven Saints. I didn't get to read the rest of that. Let us save. Let me take a drink of my coffee. Alright, we're off to another dungeon. I get the dungeon map. Okay, so yes, we are in a dungeon. Not what I meant to do. Okay. I changed these buttons because I kept clicking the wrong one, and now that I've changed them, my brain's like, now you shall continue clicking the wrong one. I did it again. Level up! These calls. And that's where I came from. Oh, okay, we can go this way. Not for some reason we couldn't. So I'm assuming that we are perhaps going to get an item that will let us get rid of the skulls. Or pick them up. It's been so long since I turned a profit. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. Bankers never died, they just lose interest in living. I had an account with a bank at the North Pole until they froze all my assets. Ah. The chairman ordered me to barricade the vaults. Apparently there's a vandal on the way here. He's known for smashing pots and grabbing valuables. Books on the shelf are damaged. Liquid assets. Wow. This game is they do like their puns. Okay, this is where we came from. Back to the dungeon we go. Ah. Often my problem with these games is for some reason I always end up turning the wrong way when I'm playing like adventure games like this or Legend of Zelda. But we're still alive, so that's okay. Okay. For some reason I thought we'd gone this way. Got an eye. Again, since this game obviously is heavily inspired by Zelda, we were talking about it earlier. This is not nearly as complicated as this little puzzle I just did, but if anyone has played Twilight Princess, do you remember the really obnoxious puzzle before getting into the Temple of Time, where you had to move the Stone Guardians, or whatever they were called? I remember being stuck on that for a long time because my brain could just not wrap around it. Oh. Twilight Princess, Marcus, not toilet paper. Here, you spider. What is this? New item, Amulet of Strength. Lift heavy objects. I have to equip it. Do I just have it on? Okay, yeah, I just have it on. Can we lift skulls? Whoa, we can lift skulls now. Twilight Princess is one of the few games that I know I said before speedrunning makes me nervous, but it'd be one of the few games I'd maybe be interested in learning how to speedrun. Not to get like the world records or anything, of course, but just if I ever learned a game to run, it'd probably be that one. I thought about Super Mario Bros. 3, but that game is actually way more complicated than you might assume for a Mario game. Or at least an earlier Mario game. I watched a Summoning Salt video on Wii Sports Resort Golf speedruns yesterday, and I was highly amused by it. So I guess there's someone out there for there's someone out there that wants to speedrun every game, almost. That's true, Marcos. Actually, a long time ago, I learned how to do that trick. Oh, okay, I see that. I learned how to do that trick because I thought it looked fun, but I do not remember how to do it now. A gun? An old gun. There's only one bullet. Okay. gonna save. I think I have been watching speedruns for a long time. God, that emote. One of the streamers I have been watching since 2009, all the way back on Ustream and Justin TV, was also interested in speedruns, and they had posted about Speed Demos Archive and SRL, and I started watching speedruns on there, and they typically, from when I watched it, have commentary, although I'm sure it existed. And a lot of the commentary was on forums, like Something Awful or dedicated forums to speedrunning. And then when Games Done Quick started to stream, I would watch those, even when it was just like 5 people in a room and a couch. And I just always enjoyed it. Good night, Jaku. But Summoning Salt does a very good job of talking about and making speedruns accessible or understanding speedruns accessible. Very much like his videos, they're relaxing to watch. Something about the Mario Kart 64 ones is especially entertaining to me. So I never really considered trying to get this treasure, Mario Kart as a game to speedrun, but like I said, there's a game out there for everyone. Yeah, and now a lot of games I know are not specifically designed for speedruns, but they keep the community in mind. Like Celeste has a speedrun mode, which is pretty cool. I really enjoyed the hold on, let me get a drink. It must have been a couple years ago now. There's a girl who ran Mario Kart 8 at one of the, I think it was Summer Games Done Quick, and it was really entertaining to watch because it takes such a high level of skill to do those tracks perfectly and deal with the AI. It was a very entertaining run. But the fun of big events like the PDQs or shit, what's the other big one called? Just speedrun events in general, you see all sorts of games you would never normally assume would be in a speedrun. And some people get salty about it for some reason, but I really enjoy when brand new games come out and people find the fastest ways to speedrun them. It's just entertaining. Like, watching people route Super Mario Odyssey was really entertaining to me. And then speedrun it. Another boss. Save. Rock Noggin. Peter Daniel. You're not her. I'm not a fan of this. Whoa. I also, can I pick these up? Oh, I can. I really like Sonic speedruns. Because those are crazy. Oh yeah, it's been really neat to see, even now, there's still Ocarina of Time tricks in route changers being found. This man's whole body is falling apart. Whoa. Did I kill him? Or do I have to pick up his head and throw it? Okay. Don't like the look of that. Sir? Okay, I was like, oh no. Corrupted memory 3 was restored. Crabadon. Alright, Crabadon, let's see what you've learned. Weak spots in a claws and in a mouth. Good. So in a fight, what should you not do in fighting the hero? In a fight, I open claws and mouth. Arrows bad, I eat them tasty. Sigh. I wonder if that boss in me will be killed by arrows. Lance, I'm scared. The chairman has replaced all the palace guards with skeletons. In case I don't make it, there's something I need you to look after. Power of compassion. With this power, you discover ways to end conflict without violence. You remember the way, right? The bridge in the east? Can I pick these up now? No. Oh. Not really sure what to do here yet, so... I'm wondering if the chairman is still there and if he will send us back to the dungeon. Out of pure curiosity, I must find out. Nope, he's not here anymore. The chairman has an eclectic taste in books, accounting, tax dodging, and archangel biology. It's the chairman's computer. Its contents are not appropriate for the workplace. The ledger, written in undecipherable code. They're all mine now. Wait, can I look at the picture? No. Oh! Oops. Give me a heart, skeleton. Oh, you can't give me a heart because I knocked him into the lava. I'm sorry, skeleton. You won't catch me. Alright, sir. Whatever you say. Now let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go here on my bike and then go down and around. Hold it! There's no escaping you, is there? I'm going to make you pay for what you've done. Would you prefer notes or coins? What? I mean, I'm going to hold you accountable for taking the prints. My accounts. You're welcome to audit them. I have no interest in that. You should get a savings account then. Alright then, if you really want to fight. I was hoping to save my energy for Lance. But this shouldn't be too taxing. Oof. Whoa! Why are you getting in my way? off the shits. Oh. Help! Are you going to kill me? What? Don't be absurd. Lance, save me! Lance isn't coming. He's, Oh my god, you killed him? It was an accident. I was giving him a tutorial. I feel awful about Lance's death. I'm trying to put things right. Wait a second. You have taken Lance's place as a hero? I guess so. Ha 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 ha! One day you will understand the cruel joke that fate is playing on us. The name's Delvin. I'm the Elder's acolyte. The chairman is winning. Removing the prince was just the first step towards the dark future he wants to build. Now that he has seized power, he can order the guards to stand down when his archangels attack. But if you eliminate the archangels first, that can never happen. There are 4 more lurking in the dungeons hidden across East Aiden Island. Give me your phone. You looted this from Lance? Here. Kill those archangels, and we'll speak again. And what about my school? Will this fix the chaos and corruption? Your school? Oh, yes. Just make sure you kill the archangels, and your school will be fine. Thank you. I don't know if I should trust him. What would Lance do? WWL. What would Lance do? Oh, WWLD, excuse me. I forgot a letter. Now we are on the other side of the map. Well, not the complete other side, but... Whoa. Oh, that bat had a book. Library book. Uses for hearts. Sweetheart cupcakes. 150 grams of diced heart. For best results, adjust the recipe to match the type of heart you're using. Here are some suggestions. Bad heart cupcakes go well with a small glass of sweet plum wine. Bush hearts are quite sour on their own. Omit the orange zest from your recipe. Hearts from broken rocks are often very dry. Consider adding an extra egg at the beginning, and if the mixture is not runny enough to pour into the cases, mix in extra water. Okay. Do anything with this train? Can I push the train? Not me, that's Bruce. Bruce, get out of the way. Okay, Bruce, I'm sorry I yelled at you. You can come back now. Oh. This be blown up. And set on fire. Nope. I thought maybe I could run across that, but I just fell into it. Let me see one more time. One more time, I say, as I fall in. Okay, you fall in immediately. I thought perhaps I could dash across the water, but like that's not gonna happen. Okay. Then we shall go this way. Oh. Yeah. brain worms. Oh, duh, we can just keep going down from here. I like this music too. This game has some pretty good music, I think. I didn't really like the first series music a whole lot, but I like everything else a lot so far. Oh, ran straight in that slime like a fool. Down here. And he fell in. Assuming this is a dungeon. Yes. Can't move these. Can't blow them up or go around them. So we are off to Basin of the Divine Dragon of Hell. Again, that text goes really fast. Ooh, I'll have to look after I finish up today. Words hard. Right. So Noi likes to rub on my water bottle for some reason when she wants attention, and sometimes she knocks it over, which then scares her, because cats are little aliens. Can't lay here. It's not dinner time though. She wants dinner, but it's 2:41 p.m. It's not dinner time, queen. Wait. Be careful. Don't knock that over. And I will say too, this is a big water bottle, so she's going for it. I don't know what intrigues her about rubbing against it, but... am I poisoned? Know how to check. It was a hover potion. Okay. I didn't know that's what it was gonna do, but hey, it came in handy. What clips of autoplay, Ohio? Oh, okay. I don't know if I've actually been to the homepage itself. I definitely turned out autoplay, or turned off front page autoplay with Twitch, Better Twitch TV. Because sometimes the streamers they have are so loud compared to everything else. Especially when they're, DJing or music. Hold on, let me, get my blanket on real quick. I'm cold. That's fair enough, Ohio. I'm trying not to let my controller cord get wrapped in my headphone cord, and it's an arduous task. Luckily, my mic is, what's the word? Clipped on the side of my desk, so the cord's not in the way. You can hear mournful meowing. I think my microphone might be not picking it up. That's Noi crying for food in the background. Cats be like, Oh, mother, please feed me. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in years. Yes, you have. You are lying. I have another. Is this also a heather potion? Yes, it is. Why are these snails both over here in this door? So, I must keep running into poison. That must be what these snails are leaving behind. Oh, I'm receiving a spam call. Oh. I always screen spam calls, and you know they're spam because they immediately hang up once they see the screen call. I think that's the boss, which we don't want to go to. I don't have an item. It's kind of funny how the enemies just fall in the water and die for no reason. Please. Okay, have we gone this way? We have, so we need to go to the right. Molly, come on. You gotta go up or down. There you go. Diary. Well, it won't be the Alpha Centaurians finding the 17th book. Last month, the space-time capsule stopped beaming signals home from the port cloud. No official word from NASA yet, but amateur astronomers are absolutely going nuts over it. What they're saying is that signals from the capsule red sifted away out of view, as if it crossed some kind of event horizon. So it didn't just crash into a rock. What's even weirder is that after it vanished, something much larger blue shifted into the same spot. There aren't any clear photos of it yet, but the people who have been studying it have been accused of stockpiling cassette tapes. I'm getting worried. The first blurry picture is showing up on social media. There's a lot of disagreement about what it is. I think it looks like... No, that's insane. I'm keeping my Skullbeak tape close. I know it won't help, but it makes me feel better. People are calling it the object, but it's pretty clear that now it's a train, hurtling through space in a cloud of glass shards. It's arriving at Earth on May 11th, but there's some uncertainty because its speed isn't constant. It's periodically changing speed and direction by jettisoning reflective objects and wooden doors. Weirdly, the total mass of all the objects it has thrown out is more than the object itself could have carried. So just what are we dealing with? A new Archangel? Archangel? I keep saying Arc. It is a new Archangel. Grab your cassette player, it's time to transform. CassetteBeast.com. I want to see if that's a real website. Come on, Google Chrome. Get it together. CassetteBeast.com. It'd help if I spoke cassette right. Oh, it's a game. I'm assuming another game by this company. Interesting. Way to self-promote your game in your game. So I noticed there's a weird discrepancy with Twitch Studio and the stream management page, where it shows a bunch of, not a bunch of viewers, but like several viewers in the chat, but then there's only 3 people watching. I'm like, what is the truth? I'm having fun either way, I just thought it was strange. And it's always the same people, so I don't know if if Twitch is just being weird or what. Yes, this is my friend Bruce. There's also a chicken named Henrietta, but she is back waiting. He's a good bat friend. Viewers are not the same as chatters. Oh, maybe I just have pea brain. Wait, can I actually use this as an item? What does it do? No effect, okay. Let's put... Someone lurks, but the tab is not active. It counts them as chatter zone. Ah, I see. Thank you for explaining. I was just confused by the different number. Because it was just, I don't know. Ah! I think I'm going in circles here. I need to check the map before I just keep circling. Okay, I need to beat the spider first. Let's see. Up here was the boss, which I do not want to do yet, because I got the weapon from this dungeon. Also, while laying in bed and waiting to fall asleep, I've been thinking of potential games to play for stream. Other than Minish Cap and... get out of the way. Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem games I haven't played. Obviously I'm gonna play some more indie games, but I was thinking Phoenix Wright games might... God. Put that up. They might be fun to play on stream. Because I have only played one mystery or case through in Phoenix Wright for whatever reason. I know they just re-released a collection on the Switch, but obviously I do not have a capture card, but since they came out on Game Boy Advance / DS, it would be easy enough to capture. Here's that slug. Fish, leather, swim and dive in water. Ooh. So, do those go on us automatically? Yes, they do. Ooh. What does this do? Well, that makes us swim fast. That makes us dive. Yeah, I think Phoenix Wright would be a fun game to stream. There's so many games I want to play, and streaming has given me an incentive to actually play them instead of just letting them rot in my list of to-do games for the rest of my life. Another game I have that might be good is Portal. I've never ever played Portal. Okay, that's a lie. I played some of Portal 2 multiplayer with Sophie, but we have brainworms, so we didn't get very far. I've never played the original Portal game all the way through. I do have it on Steam, though. That would be a good game to play with other people watching, because like I said, I have pea brain, and sometimes when I play puzzle games, I feel like my brain short circuits. Grown up? I haven't gone up yet. Mood. There's just, I don't know what I have in my brain that's like, you want to play this game, so you should just let it sit in your Steam library and not play it ever. Ah. Whoa. And then there's tons of games on the in the itch.io bundle I got, there's lots of visual novels in there, which I would like to play some of them at least. Ah. Another blue key. Serpentine dolphin. How long can you hold your breath, human? Alright, let me try to do a dolphin. Eee! I hope that was satisfactory. Oh. You know, some people can do dolphin noises. Ah! Get out of the water! Where'd he go? Ah! Oh, I guess I should have dove, huh? That's a feature I can do. God, I don't have very many hearts left. Oh, I didn't mean to throw a bomb. I panicked. Oops. Oh god, what was the last? Okay, I saved right here. I was like, please don't tell me. Yeah, they're all archangels, so maybe he did become Jesus Christ. Or they. I suppose archangels are probably non-binary, genderless blobs. Alright, let's do that again and not panic. I will not do a dolphin impression this time. I know I keep bringing up Zelda, but since this game reminds me so much of Zelda, did anyone fucking eat shit in Nifa's dungeon the first time you played through it? Because I sure did, trying to beat that enemy. Oh my god. Hello, self? Why do I not know buttons? I also ate shit when facing the Thunder boss. Because I kept getting hit and getting mad. My gosh, I keep brain not working. And again, my brain has... What is that? And why? Back at it again at the Krispy Kreme, getting hit. Oh shit. No! I'm dead again. Oh, hold on. I have received a text. Alright. Attempt 3. Alright, Ohio. I think once I beat this boss, I'm gonna be done streaming, even though I said I would play Sari. I played this for longer than I thought I was going to. I just need to stop hitting the wrong button like a dummy.
Do this here, gamer.
Okay.
Are you winning, son?
Oh. Ah! There's so many stars. There's a mode of this game where you can't get hit once, and that would fail miserably at that. Hooray! Corrupted Memory 4 was restored. Blood money. Child, I assume you know who I am? Yes. You're my bank angel investor. Good. I'm impressed you still came. You mentioned a new revenue stream? Correct. We monsters solely possess the ability to create new coins. I've harnessed this power. Let's call this an advance payment with a promise of more if you achieve everything I've set out. What will you have of me, O bounteous one? Call on the prince's depths and step into his place and lay off the guards. I will then march on the palace unimpeded, and take my rightful place as ruler of this pitiful land. Alright, with that, we have been playing for about 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for today. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, and thank you to anyone who followed today. Like it says on my little end screen here, I'm going to be streaming next Monday at 8 a.m. And I'm going to be playing Minish Cap. And then on Tuesday, also at 8 a.m., going to be playing, or not, on Wednesday, I'm also going to be playing Minish Cap. Tuesday, I'm going to play World of Horror. Hopefully the update will be out. And a game called Pagan Autogeny. That's about an abandoned MMO that came in the itch.io bundle. And Thursday, we're going to be playing more Arcade Spirits. I might stream on Friday, I'm not sure yet. I wasn't positive, so I didn't add it, but you can check out what times I'm going to be streaming on my About page. And otherwise, that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you all have a nice Friday. Bye!